on the previous episode. It's very strange, I've just got a notification that the camera has been motion detected. So I think it's probably just a mistake, an error in the system, though that's not right. Who's there? Come on, Scott, I know it's you. Show yourself. Hello everybody and welcome back to the farm. Right, I do not want a repeat of last night. It was just ridiculous. I can't believe it. I put a camera up and he still broke in, and he must have been planning to do something. I've no idea what, but he has broken the lock on my gate, so I have had to buy another one. I'm going to fit it now. But I'm not going to fall for it again, but you can see his tyre tracks. He zoomed past me and shot off towards the stable. I can't see anywhere that he turned around though, so he must have rammed the gate with the back of his vehicle. Makes sense, I guess. Yeah, and I couldn't see on the camera because I forgot to enable night vision. I thought it was automatic, but you actually have to switch on the infrared. So, yeah, tonight it would come on automatically. So if anything happens, I'll be able to see everything. Almost like daylight. But I'm going to be keeping a closer eye on this anyway. I'm actually going to see where his vehicle is now. See if it's actually at the stable. I couldn't see where he went to when he drove off, but this would be my first guess. Look at that, there he is. At least there is his vehicle. Okay, so I know where he is currently, so if I just keep an eye on that, maybe I can even see that vehicle from the field, possibly. Today is the final day for drilling. So everything that I want to put in, I'm going to have to do. I haven't finished the field just here yet, but I have almost finished. And then I think there's 2 more fields to do. Potentially 3, but they're quite small. As I said, the cultivated fields are not going to be done until next year. So it's just that piece of stubble there which needs to be drilled. This is all finished. And my cultivated field through there will be drilled next spring. I think for now I'm just going to park the Ford over here, and we will crack on. So yeah, this is a wheat field. The other fields are going to be canola. It is a bit late to do the canola, but I think it'd be okay. I may have to get some more seed, although we do have 69%, which isn't too bad. And this was a pretty big field. So, yeah, we'll get it unfolded. We'll continue. I will just see if I can see Scott's vehicle from the top of the field. It doesn't really matter if I can't see it, because obviously I'm going to be finishing this field this morning. But it would be quite a good vantage point to see when he starts to move. If he is going to be revisiting us tonight. It'd be pretty stupid to do the same thing 2 nights running, but you just never know. No, I can't see from here. That is unfortunate. Okay, right, let's get this field done. That is the first field finished, and now for a bit of a brainwave into the JCB. Yes, I have decided that one cunning plan would be to position the JCB up the track where the horses are, and then we can sort of sneak around on foot, jump into the JCB, and sort of catch him out from behind, if indeed he does decide to break in tonight, which I'm guessing he will do. He seems very persistent all of a sudden. If you don't know what I'm talking about, basically we just go through the gate and then continue up the track. It will eventually just end up in a field. But if I park this telehandler up there, then it should be out of view, and it should be a very strategic way of catching him off guard. Plus I have something to defend myself with. Right, so just up here, just follow this track round. This is my boundary, so technically I don't own this up here, but it's just fields. It doesn't really lead to anywhere. Okay. I don't know how hidden it's actually going to be. Ideally, if I can get behind a tree, that would be good. Okay. Yeah, still a bit in view. But if it's dark and there's no lights on, you probably wouldn't see it. So we'll park it here. Just tuck it behind that tree. I'm hoping that won't be seen. The biggest concern is for me to get from here to the yard. I do have to have some kind of lights on. And of course, you would hear it. But yeah, he might not initially think, oh, that's Daggerwin coming from a different direction. He might think that it's another farmer around here, just returning from one of their fields. And now we can continue drilling. Oh, before I forget, I should probably pay the £2,500 towards the New Holland. There we go. Done for another week. I think we're probably down to about 120,000 now, so it's going well. Yes, although when you say it like that, it doesn't actually sound that great. Still £120,000 left to repay. But we have already paid 10,000, so it could be worse. Okay, so we need to get the canola in the drill, and now we're going to go and do what was a wheat field, and I think it was also a barley or an oat field, one of the two. Just turned around in the yard. I don't want to be driving across my field. That's the whole reason why I installed the new entrance, and I really do like it. It's a fantastic entrance. £3,000 well spent. Okay, the gates at Dennis's will be all locked up, so I won't bother going through them. And since there is another way into the fields without having to open any gates at all, it makes sense to go the back way. It's another beautiful sunny morning with lots of mist in the trees. It always catches me out. I need to remember that it's the first turning right and then right again. So yeah, just here, and then this one here. Not into quality timber, but the sawmill is very close. So if we do any wood, any kind of tree cutting, we don't have to travel very far at all to sell the timber. Right, so this is the first field, that's the second field, both of which are going to be canola. Let's get this done. We should have plenty of seed, and we have a beautiful day. Nice and easy. Right, well, that is the end of the second field. Almost done. Had plenty of seed, so there's nothing to be worried about there. And yeah, that is actually all the drilling done for this year. As mentioned, we'll do the rest in the spring, but we do have loads of slurry, and it would be good to get the cultivated fields fertilised with that. These fields can't really be done with slurry, it's just not really the right time just after we've put the seed in, but these can be spread with pellets of fertiliser in a few days' time. Okay, right, I should probably get that final piece, which I have missed. And then we can take the drill back to the dealership. Now I have actually spoken to the dealership, and they're supposed to be preparing a slurry spreader for us. I don't know how expensive it's going to be, but they said that they do have one which I can either rent or buy, so I guess it comes down to price and condition. Getting it out of here is not that easy. It is surprisingly tight. Yes, very tight. There we go. So I don't know if there's going to be enough slurry to do all of the fields which have been cultivated. I think there's 3 in total. It's hard to say, but if we can just do as much as possible, all 3 fields are fairly small, so there probably will be enough. But since slurry spreading is one of those jobs that you sort of do continuously, because the pigs are always producing slurry, I think it would be good to buy one, if that's possible. Oh, there's another post there, look. I'm going to have to go back the other way. I could go up to the top yard and spin around, but there's not much point. Okay, yep, so when we pass the stable, I would check and see if Scott's vehicle is still there. Of course, there's nothing stopping him from breaking in during the day, but I don't think he would do. It's just too obvious, and also my camera is filming fantastically in perfect daylight. It would just be solid evidence. Maybe I'm just paranoid. Maybe he's not wanting to steal the horse. Maybe he's just wanting to pet it. I don't know. I really don't know. He's a suspicious character. I know he wants to buy the horse, but I'm not that keen on selling it. Especially as I don't know its true value. Okay, so here we are back at the crossroads. Oh, I forgot to tell you, this morning I got an email from Dennis's brother. He was actually asking me if I wanted to do some more harvest work with him. I think I would do, it was good fun, but I'd probably only make one vlog, since, yeah, it's interesting. I've left the gate open, haven't I? Did I leave the gate open? Yes, I did. You absolute fool, Daggerwin. As I was saying, yes, I would want to do some harvest work. The field's pretty big, so it would make for one really good vlog. But multiple vlogs, I don't think so. It would be likely that I would be there for a week or two, so I would probably just condense the whole time into one. Is his vehicle there? Can't see. Okay. Well, let's just go and drop this off. And we'll see what this slurry spreader is. Just put this over here. I think they do like to have the rented machinery at the back here, so they can wash it and all that sort of stuff. Okay, right, that's been good. Some may say, why aren't you taking the leftover seed out? It was all part of the deal, so I think it would be unfair to take it out because it was already a really good price. £300 for all the seed and for 2 days of use of this machine. Right, let me just drive around. I'm not going to trail the mud through their showroom. That would seem a bit silly. And we'll speak to Brian. Ah, yes, Daggerwin, you're here for the slurry spreader. I am, yes. Well, if the price is right. What is it to rent? Let me see here. We could probably do it for about £200 a day. Okay, and how much would it be to buy it? Let me just check my system. This one is actually new. And we could do it for 11,500 since you're a loyal customer. It's tempting. It really is. I think I will buy it. Excellent choice. Right, well, we'll just get the paperwork sorted and you can drive away with it. Do you actually have it here or is it somewhere else? Do I have to wait for it? No, it's in the storage shed. Okay, so yes, £11,500, which I have now spent. I didn't want to spend that kind of money, but to me it just sounded like a pretty good deal. £11,500 for this. So we'll get it attached. All the pipes are in, PTO. Fantastic, so look at that. That is decent. And it's one of those things where you only have to buy it once, it's going to last you for years, providing you look after it. I think you can always get the same model with twin axles, but yeah, single axle is fine. So off we go. We'll go and fill it up from the slurry pit over at the pigs, and again on the way back I'll take a look and see if Scott is there. I don't want to get paranoid or obsessed. I think it would be reasonable to think that we can do all 3 fields today. It shouldn't be too tricky. Okay, let's just very, very quietly in a tractor creep and have a look. Yes, he's there. Okay, good. I will do the fields furthest away first, so that if it's dark when we get to the field here, we'll be close by. But it really shouldn't take too long. Everything is fine. I can see both the horses. It's a real worry though. I'm thinking about maybe moving them or something. They were all so settled. It's just, this is an absolute pain. Everything's in order here. I mean, they would be better where the sheep are, but that's obviously where the sheep are going to be. It's just the best place for the sheep. Everything should still be locked up here. Yep, good. And yeah, there's still the grain of Dennis's to sell. Need to book the lorry in. Right then, let's get it filled up. I think there is about 2 or 3 tanker loads in here. So that, I would imagine, is going to be enough for the 3 fields. Okay, so that should be full. Let's take it to the first field. I'm just going to have to keep closing the gates because otherwise we are going to lose the pigs, which is not what I'm looking for. We've got other issues. They don't seem to be interested in escaping though, they just want to roam around in there. Okay, so up to the top, the very top field, near to the allotment. We are spreading. Smells fresh. That's good. So yes, it will have time to work into the soil before we drill it in the spring. 390T is just there. I did have to move a bit more water this morning. Keep these greenhouses going. Yeah, it's all working well. As you would expect with a brand new spreader. Yeah, it's really good. So if you're unsure of the fields which we're actually going to do, it's this one, the one right next to the pigs area, which used to be sugar beet, which withered, and then we have the one next to my own house, which is not going to be pleasant for a few hours. It's going to be a bit whiffy, but yeah, it'll be fine. Hey, you never know, it might scare Scott off. He might not be able to cope with the countryside smells. Anyway, yeah, I think we'll be able to get this done in just a few hours, and it's not using it that quickly. Probably a tank load and a half on here. We'll crack on, and we should be done by the time it goes dark. But yeah, absolutely love the spreader, really good. And of course the tractor, goes without saying, really good as well. Almost finished. Perfect amount of slurry. We have actually run out now. The pit is pretty much empty. We do have another field to do. I just remembered it's the one which John cultivated right at the top. But yeah, we're going to have to wait for the pigs to produce some more produce. Very good stuff. It really is good. So yep, we are empty. We'll put this, yeah, I'll put it in the yard here actually. It's just starting to go dark. So I'm going to just wait around and keep checking my phone. That way I can make sure nobody is messing with the horses, or for that matter in the yard at all. Okay, leave that there. Yeah, probably should turn the beacons off. Don't want to have a flat battery. What? He's already there. Hang on, let me just check the camera. The cheek of it, I don't believe it. He just doesn't stop, does he? Right, Scott. This is the end of it. So much for my telehandler plan. I'm now approaching in a 4x4. Block the road. Scott, come here. I've had enough of this. Daggerwin, stop. Who's Scott? Peter Wood? What are you doing here?